Hi guys, this is how to play Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll by AC/DC. A pretty easy electric guitar riff. Let me just talk you through the chords for the chorus first of all, because that's the part of the song, which is the only part of the song really with the chord sequence as such. So we got, it's a long way, starting on an A chord, to the top is a G, D and A. So there's an awful lot of G, D, A in this song as your chord sequence. Long way is an A, top is a G, if you wanna is a D, and rock and roll is an A chord. That happens twice, same again, so an A, 2, 3, 4, A, G, D, A. One more, 2, 3, 4, A, G, D, A. And then we just strum the A chord once. If you think it's easy doing one night stands, to a D, one strum. Try playing in a rock and roll band. We got a fly in the room, it's okay. I'll try and stay focused. Professional guitar teacher. It's a long way, is G, to the top, if you want to rock and roll. So that last line is slightly different. Just as a recap on those chords, if you want to click the link below in the description, it will take you to my website where I have these chords printed out for you just to have a quick glance at. But that chorus part is fairly straightforward if you follow your chord sheet. Let's just go through it one more time. If you want to pause the video and have a quick look at the chords and then come back to it, that's fine. But let's go through, presuming you've had a go at this. From your A chord, start of the chorus. 1, 2, 3, it's a long way to the G, D and an A. And again in 1, 2, 3, it's a long way to the G, D and an A. Okay, just an A strum of an A. If you think it's easy doing one night stands, then a D. Try playing in a rock and roll band. G, D, and an A at the end. Again, you've got a choice. Whichever way you're playing an A major chord in this song is absolutely fine. We got A 3 in a row. We got A with your first finger in the middle, or even an A with your flat first finger. Probably for this song, 3 in a row is going to be easier, especially for this rhythm guitar riff, the Malcolm Young part, which we're going to kind of zoom in on now, though your first finger will also work. Now for your intro and all the verses in the song, that is kind of there in the background. And it does grow a little bit through the song. It plays a little more open, but it tends to stay fairly muted with the palm of your hand pretty hard on the strings, muting them so that a lot of the time when you may be strumming, we get this sort of sound. But the main pulses that we want to hear through that are this. Which is a cycle of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Third one slightly later than the other two, slight pause before it, all on down strums. And if you can strum those with a mute in between every one, no mute between 1 and 2, but a mute before 3, sorry. That will get you 90% of what you need to be able to do on this. That extra 10% is a little trickier. Important to note that that first strum that you did, number 1, is before the beat. It's on the offbeat of 4. That first one gives it the little pull forward because it doesn't happen on beat 1. It doesn't go 1, 2, and 3 and 4 or anything. That first one happens just before. So try and play those 3 main pulses, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, along to the record first. I'm playing this in open tuning and using an A chord, which is how AC/DC kind of play it live. To play along to the recorded version, you'll want to stick a capo on first fret or play an A sharp power chord, or which could be at 6th fret, but it's keeping it the same way as this would be kind of 1st fret. Play along to any live versions and it will just be an open A. I don't think there are any songs where AC/DC use a capo. I could be wrong, but I don't think there are. So to play this riff and get the sound and kind of texture of the record and the feel of Malcolm Young's rhythm guitar playing in general, what he's doing is strumming 8th down strums all the time and palm muting heavily on any that he doesn't want heard. So we want this pulse of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to shine through, but we're going to be picking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 the entire time, and that's how this suddenly gets the rhythm guitar of kind of gets transformed, but it's only 10% extra kind of content, but it is trickier content, definitely. So we're strumming all downs, but the trick is really when to lift your palm mute. So for the more silent ones, the ones that we're adding, that's basically the sound we're getting. It's not a solid. I've done a lesson on palm muting before, and we're not trying to get that big rock chug sound. Certainly not for the intro. We're actually trying to get just this, and it's just a way to keep timing. It's just a way to give the impression of the rhythm of where our 1, 2, 3 pulses actually hit when they happen. So if you can see where my hand lifts off, that's a choice because it's happening at the same time as we want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's essentially the same palm muting we were doing before, but I'm strumming 8ths, and it is slightly different. Some people, you might want to lift off this hand on certain ones if you're really comfortable doing this. If not, just stick to that 1, 2, 3. Strumming the middle 4 strings, not strumming the thinnest E, not strumming the thickest one, because we want it to sound chunky and a little bit more, as I say, a little bit darker for rock guitar riffs. And that's where it builds from. We do have an open, which would be kind of a 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Just kind of before that first strum. It can even build from there if you stop palm muting as much when we're kind of in a chorus section. So long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. A bit more standard power 8 there as well over the guitar solo and a bagpipe solo section as well. That rhythm of 1, 2, 3 should still be there throughout, but it's just that the rest of it has grown from a very muted to quite open. And if you listen to the record, I think Malcolm's parts are all panned to the left hand side, so if you take off your right headphone or just kind of listen to your left speaker, you'll be able to hear exactly what he's doing and just trying to emulate that. And that's basically the whole song. right at the end of the bagpipe solo section, there's kind of another long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. G, D, A. If you're in doubt, pretty much the chord sequence is G, D, A if you think it's changed chord. But other than that, that's how to play your riff. Stick on the record, capo first fret if you're playing along to the original, otherwise it's just in A, so no capo needed. And check out some other rock videos. We got a couple of other AC/DC type videos on my website, so if you click the description below, you'll be able to find those. And hope this was helpful. Please subscribe if you like these rock riffs, and I'll see you another time.